सदैव खुश रहो। आई JVN डॉक्टर ब्रजराज सिंह चौहान, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर, ज्योति विद्यापीठ, वोमेंस यूनिवर्सिटी, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ FEM. Today I am standing before you to deliver a lecture on session binomial theorem, and it is from the applied mathematics. So topic of today is the binomial theorem. Binomial, as the usual meaning, bi means two and nomial means term. Here we have the two term function and some exponent over here. Here we have two term in the expression and some exponent over the two term, and expression is in the form of a plus b is called the binomial. Bi means two, nomial means term. Here there is two different term a and b and addition of them. Because it is the made of the two unlike terms, we could use the method repeated to evaluate the expression a plus b to the power 1, a plus b to the power 2, a plus b to the power 3, a to the power b plus to the power 4, and so on. We have to find out the exponent on a plus b. So we are knowing well a plus b to the power 1 is equal to a plus b, and a plus b to the power 2 is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Whenever we expand a plus b to the power 4, it gives a to the power 4 plus 4a cube b plus 6a square b square plus 4ab cube plus b to the power 4. It is find out by the multiplying successively a plus b, then a plus b, then a plus b, and then a plus b. After multiplying and solving, we get these terms. This is the very lengthy process when we find the solution of this exponent by the multiplying. There exists an theorem that is called binomial theorem, and with the help of that particular theorem we can expand this for any exponent. But to evaluate the higher power of a plus b to the power n would be a difficult and tedious process. It is because when we multiplying this a plus b and a plus b successively, it is very difficult to do. So with the help of binomial expansion, we can easily find out the all expansion like this. So some simple patterns emerge by looking at these examples. We have given some example here: a plus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, and a plus b whole 4. So observe very keenly and you got there are n plus 1 terms. If a plus b has 2 power, then its expansion has 3 term. A plus b square, the expansion of this is 3, and a plus b whole cube, then the expansion has 4 term. A plus b whole to the power 4, then its expansion have 5 term. So it is general rule कि if a plus b have some exponent, then term will be n plus 1. सपोज कीजिए a प्लस बी टू दी पावर 6 हमको एक्सपेंशन करना है, तो एक्सपेंशन के बाद हमको 7 टर्म मिलेंगे. इट इज़ बिकॉज इट इज़ जनरल रूल वी कैन ऑब्जर्व बाई द एबव एग्जाम्पल there are n plus 1 term in the expansion. Again द फर्स्ट वन इज an एंड लास्ट वन इज bn। पहला टर्म होगा वो a की पावर n मीन्स जितनी भी पावर है, और लास्ट टर्म b टू दी पावर n। फर्स्ट टर्म a to the power n and last term b to the power n. Suppose you have to find a plus b to the power 6, then first term will be a to the power 6 and last term will be b to the power 6. Okay, understand? The exponent of a decreased by 1. Now in expansion you can observe power of a decreased by 1 and power of b increased by 1 in every term. Suppose in a plus b to the power 4, first term has a to the power 4. Again next term will be a to the power 3. Similarly third term a to the power 2 and fourth term a to the power 1 and last term a to the power 0. So a has decreasing order of its exponent. Now b has increasing order of its exponent. In first term b has only 0 power, in second term b has 1 power, third term b has 2 power, fourth term b has 3 power and fourth term b has 4 power. So you can observe first term has its ascending order of its exponent and second term is its ascending order of its exponent. पहला टर्म है उसकी जो डिग्री है 1/1 कम होती जाएगी, सेकंड टर्म की डिग्री इंक्रीज होती जाएगी। जैसे आप a प्लस बी टू दी पावर 4 में ये ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं। पहला टर्म a टू दी पावर 4 है, दूसरा a टू दी पावर 3 है, तीसरे में a टू दी पावर 2 है, चौथे में a टू दी पावर 1 है और पांचवें में a टू दी पावर 0 है। जस्ट सिमिलर b इन फर्स्ट टर्म b है 0 पावर, सेकेंड टर्म 1 पावर, थर्ड टर्म 2, फोर्थ टर्म 3 एंड फिफ्थ टर्म b टू दी पावर 4। सो ये पावर के असेंडिंग और डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में एक्सपेंशन आपको मिलेगा। द सम ऑफ द एक्सपोनेंट इन ईच टर्म इज n। अब इसका आशा ये है कि जो इसका प्रत्येक टर्म है उस टर्म के दोनों वेरिएंट की जो पावर्स हैं उनका हम सम करेंगे तो n ही आएगा। दोनों टर्म की पावर का सम हमेशा n होगा। सपोज कीजिए a plus b to the power 4, only in first term it has only one term and power is 4. In second term a has 3 power and b has only 1 power and sum of these power is 4. In third term a has 2 power and b has 2 power and sum of both is 4. Similarly in fourth term and fifth term. So sum of the power of each term will be n. So next one is for bigger exponent. Suppose in this case we have expand the term up to 4 degree and suppose we have to find the a plus b to the power 8 degree, then how can we written the expression according to previous one? So a plus b to the power 8. By the observation you are observed in the previous examples, if power is 8 then number of term will be 9. So this expression consists 9 term. First term is a to the power 8 and last term will be b to the power 8. Remaining the middle term will be a has 8 power, then in next term a has 7 power, again a has 6 power, then A has 5 power, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. These are the power of A. And B, in second term, apart from A to the power 8, B has 1. Again, next term B has 2 power, third B has 3 power. So B has its ascending order of power you can put in the expression. So now you have 9 term in the expansion of this, and first term is A to the power 8, second term A to the power 7 into B, third term A to the power 6 B to the power 2, next term A to the power 5 B to the power 3, again A to the power 4 B to the power 4, again A to the power 3 B to the power 5. कहने का आशा ये है, ए की एक पावर घटती जाएगी, बी की एक पावर बढ़ती जाएगी, दोनों के पावर का सम 8 ही रहेगा। इस तरह से आपके 9 टर्म इस एक्सपेंशन में आ जाएंगे। अब रही बात इनके कोफिशिएंट की। पहले तो हमने ये ज्ञात कर लिया कि इसके एक्सपेंशन में कितने टर्म होना चाहिए, उन टर्म में फर्स्ट टर्म क्या होगा, लास्ट टर्म क्या होगा, हमको अच्छी तरह से पता है। इसके बाद जो मिडिल टर्म है, ए की पावर डिक्रीज होती जाएगी, बी की पावर इंक्रीज होती जाएगी, और मिडिल के सारे टर्म्स को आप लिख सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट, फैक्टोरियल नोटेशन। इन प्रीवियस वीडियो I am explaining about the factorial notation. Factorial is nothing but suppose you have to find the factorial of any number. Factorial of any number will be the multiplication of all number which is equal and less than the particular number which is given to you. Factorial n is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 dot 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 up to 3 to 1. This is the factorial notation. Suppose you have to find the factorial of 4. It gives 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 24. So this is the factorial function. Now notation NCR. NCRC for the combination or combination is some selection. So NCR can be expressed as in front of you n, then C for combination, and R. You have n things, and out of n you have to choose R thing. In this case, n is always greater than equal to R. The value of n always greater than equal to R, and the value of this NCR will be factorial n upon factorial R into factorial n minus R. This is the value of NCR. So for the second term of a plus b to the power 8, b would have n is equal to 8 and r is equal to 1. The second term a to the power 7 into b. So suppose you have to find out 7c1, then it can be expressed as factorial 7 upon factorial 7 minus 3 into factorial 3, and after solution 7 minus 3 is 4 and factorial 3, factorial 7 upon factorial 4 into factorial 3, you have to put the value of factorial of each function and you get the 35. 35 is the coefficient. So in this case the coefficient is according to this Pascal triangle in front of you. Rho, when rho is only 0, then the in front of value is 1. Rho 1 value is 1 1. Rho 2 value is 1 2 1. Rho 3 1 3 3 1. रो 4 1 4 6 4 1, and row 5 1 5 10 10 5 1, and in row 6 1 6 5 20 15 61. This is the expansion of first row x plus y to the power 0, and in the second row x plus y to the power 1, row 2 x plus y to the power 2, in row 3 x plus y to the power 3, x plus y to the power 4, x plus y to the power 5, x plus y to the power 6. So in terms सपोज कीजिए x प्लस वाई टू दी पावर 6 को हमको एक्सपेंड करना है, तो उसके एक्सपेंशन में फर्स्ट टर्म a टू दी पावर 6 होगा, लास्ट टर्म b टू दी पावर 6 होगा, बीच के टर्म a की पावर डिक्रीज होती जाएगी, b की पावर इंक्रीज होती जाएगी। 7 टर्म आपके पास होंगे। फर्स्ट टर्म का कोफिशिएंट 1 होगा, लास्ट टर्म का कोफिशिएंट 1 होगा, सेकेंड टर्म का कोफिशिएंट 6 होगा, थर्ड का 15, 4 का 20, फिफ्थ का 15 और सिक्स्थ का 6। ये कैसे होंगे? आप NCR फॉर्मूले से वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे। सपोज कीजिए तो इसके ऊपर पावर 6 है, तो पहला होगा 6C1, और 6C1 फैक्टोरियल 6 अपॉन फैक्टोरियल 6 माइनस 1 इंटू फैक्टोरियल 1। जब आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो 6 आएगा। जब आप 6(2) फाइंड करेंगे तो 6(2) हो जाएगा फैक्टोरियल 6 अपॉन फैक्टोरियल 6 माइनस 2 इंटू फैक्टोरियल 2, और उसकी वैल्यू 15 आ जाएगी। ऐसे ही 6C3, 6C4, 6C5 और 6C6 जैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे, ये आपके कोफिशिएंट आ जाएंगे, और उन कोफिशिएंट को हम प्रत्येक टर्म के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद ऐड कर देंगे, तो हमको पूरा बाइनोमियल थ्योरम का एक्सपेंशन प्राप्त हो जाएगा, चाहे उसके ऊपर कितनी भी पावर क्यों ना हो। जैसे सपोज कीजिए रो 4 x प्लस a प्लस b टू दी पावर 4, तो फर्स्ट टर्म होगा a टू दी पावर 4, लास्ट टर्म होगा b टू दी पावर 4। सेकंड टर्म का कोफिशिएंट जब निकालेंगे तो 4C1 को कैलकुलेट करेंगे 4 आएगा, 4C2 को कैलकुलेट करेंगे 6 आएगा, 4C3 को कैलकुलेट करेंगे 4 आएगा, और इनका मल्टीप्लाई हम जो भी टर्म है उनके कोफिशिएंट के तौर पे करके ऐड कर देंगे, तो हमको किसी भी टर्म का एक्सपेंशन प्राप्त हो जाएगा। आई होप you all are satisfied with this session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it very soon. Thank you very much.